Good Hanukkah and welcome to my kitchen. I'm so glad you're all here. What a yontif. What a wonderful time for family. You should have been here last night. Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem. I really think that there are, I don't know, at least 1,000 girls and women and children that came here to be Hanukkah in 770. It's unbelievable. So what is this yontif? What is this all about? You all know. It's about light. It's about lighting that fire. I want to tell you a few things. First, did you know that the Yevonim shaved the tops of their heads to show that there is nothing above them? Nothing. So they shaved their heads. You know, we wear yarmulkes. By us, they wear double yarmulkes. They have a lining. My father used to wear Pasha 2 yarmulkes, even with the lining, to show Yerei Mikael that the Rebbe is on top of us. What a difference. What a difference. I remember, I think it was Rebbetzin Yudasin, Aleh Shalom, I think it was her, in Beis Yaakov, that taught us the word Yovon. Yovon starts a Yud, a Vav, a Langenun, Mehepton Abisale. You start with one little, chas v'shalom, one little mistake. I always tell the girls, one little button open that isn't supposed to be open. And you lose the sensitivity. And then comes the Vav, and then Rahman al-San comes the Nun. But we can always come back because of light, because of that light that we have inside us. Let me share a story with you. Ambassador Yehuda Avner, who was an ambassador to a few places from Israel, and he came to Yechidus, to the Lubavitcher Rebbe. And he said to the Rebbe, so what's your job? So what is the job of a Rebbe, of a manhig, of a nasi? And the Rebbe said, my job is to light the fire of every Jew, is to light the fire, to find that nitzutz, that every person should find his inside, his chelik elokam mimal. I keep saying that, right? To find the inside. And Yehuda Avner looked at the Rebbe and said, Rebbe, did you light my fire? And the Rebbe answered, I'm sure with a big smile on his face, I don't know if I lit your fire, but I gave you a match. That's what it's all about. I gave you a match. We each have a match to light a fire. We each have a match to ignite another Jew. From all of the places that we see Menorahs all over the world. What a Kiddush Hashem, what an incredible Kiddush Hashem. From the Eiffel Tower in Paris to the biggest menorah in the world, right here in Manhattan, at Central Park at 57th Street. Happens to be my brother, Reb Shmuel Butman. To any place in the world where there is a Jew, we're there. And so are you, even if you don't like public menorahs. We're there to ignite another Jew. I want to end with a little story. This last week, I had an emergency dental problem. My tzaddik dentist, Dr. Kopel, who lives in Lawrence, I think, came into Borough Park to take care of me because he has that pintele that he had to light the fire. He has the fire. While I waited for him, I went shopping. The restaurants were closed. What should I do? I went shopping. I came early because I was nervous. And I walked into a store called Etc. on 13th Avenue between 53rd and 54th. And I bought a gift from my daughter. We were going there for Shabbos. And I forgot my keys. But I didn't know that I forgot my keys. When I finished the procedure, I'm looking for my keys. They're nowhere. The doctor wanted to wait. I said, you go home. I'll figure it out. I didn't know what I was going to figure out, but I'll figure it out. It was one of the shortest Shabbosim Fridays of the year. Lichbenchen was 4:11. This was 2:30. My phone had kept ringing while I was on the dental chair, in the dental chair. Now I looked at the phone number. They were strange numbers. I never saw them before. I started calling the numbers. Nobody answered. I said, that must be the store. I must have forgotten my keys there. I ran to the store. Soger, suger, down. All the things were down. I tried again to call the number, but the store's closed. And there's another number I called. Then I tried again, and Mrs. Jacobowitz answered. She's the lady that owns etc., I guess, or works in etc. She found my cell number. It was very hard for her to do that. She made phone calls. She found my cell number. And when I called and she answered, I said, this is Miriam Swerdlove. She said, where are you? I said, I'm in front of your store. She says, I'm across the street. I would never go home with your keys. I was walking around looking for offices. I kept calling you because I knew you needed those keys to get home. What a fire that woman has inside her neshama. She made phone calls. She found my number. She didn't go home until she found me. That's who we are. We're people of fire. And this Hanukkah, let's remember and rededicate ourselves to light someone else's fire, to do Aidin HaTeva, to do what we're supposed to do. One fire and the other fire and the other fire and more and more and more and more until it will be the fire in the Menorah with the building of the Beis HaMikdash. Immediately now, thank you very much. Have a good Hanukkah. Enjoy the latkes. Enjoy a donut or two or whatever. You can diet after Yom Tov. Seid gesund.